picked them to lose.
We're going.
I picked them to lose.
We're going. Uh-oh.
This is pretty good.
This is pretty good. To our 13. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Cougars Afterthought Show. I'm Starnes, Leland, sports editor of the Cougar. To my right is Towns. Down here, the Godfather Galen. Ryan is in Memphis currently, doing media obligations. U of H cruises past Longwood, 86-46 in the first round. Really didn't break a sweat. It went up 10-0. Longwood brought it back within 5, and then since then it was just kind of off to the races, and just a really nice, solid beatdown of a 16 seed. I think we all knew that this team was also going to come out pretty fiery after the Iowa State game. Ajay Cryer, 17 points. Shed, 11 points, 5 of 8. Just a solid game all around, really. Ramon Walker comes back. That's a big thing that we'll probably get to soon here. But Towns, Galen, just your thoughts.
I just thought that it was just important for us to set the tone on how we wanted the weekend to go. So coming out, having a good start against a team and against our first round opponent, I thought that was paramount. And for us to, carry that. I watched the game with one of my teammates, and he was I think this was his first time watching us play. And he was just like, damn. He was like, it looks like there are 10 of y'all on the court. And it's just like our defense was so on a string, and they were so, like, intact. Like, it was just it just looked like such unity on the defensive end. And, we're going to need that for our next round opponent. But I thought our guys came in with the right mindset. Just give them no hope.
Bounce.
I cut up the video for Jamie's preview and scouting report, and I saw some things that were a little concerning that we possibly had to worry about. But this team came out with their hair on fire. Any concerns about a hangover effect from the Iowa State game? That was gone after 2 minutes. This team, and I kind of feel bad for Longwood because this team came out with intent to do harm, and they were going a million miles an hour from the get-go. And the one thing that really stood out to me early was Kelvin's substitute patterns. He was getting guys in and out really quick. They get 3 or 4 possessions, boom, let's switch it up. 3 or 4 possessions, boom, let's switch it up. I thought it was great to see, because once you saw Walker come back in for his first appearance in a month, and it looked like he didn't take a single day off. But once he came back in, all of a sudden you're back to being close to your old depth. And with us being able to do that means you don't have to wait until, sitting somebody down at the 12-minute mark, or sitting somebody down with, 8 minutes and then bring them back and trying to get them big bunches of rest. They can take small little breaks, and it can also it also changes up kind of the momentum. And with Ramon back in there, there's not a lapse of energy. That energy actually picks up.
Yeah.
So I was really impressed with the way that he cycled through the rotations and kept everybody fresh early on. Because if you're having to wait until hopefully they can get some rest in the middle of the fourth quarter and be ready for the fourth quarter run, it's almost too late by then because your energy is your energy. And it allowed Ramon and Damian and Malik and Big Said, it allowed them to go balls to the wall for 2 minutes and then go sit and then just rotate them in. And then everybody can stay fresh and go as hard as possible for short spurts. And I thought that really paid off well. Kept the energy high the entire game.
Yeah, Ramon came in. This is the sequence when Ramon came in. Shot contest, jumped high for an offensive rebound, dove to the rim, got fouled, hit a free throw, and then a couple possessions later gets a steal. It looked like he had been there. It looked like he hadn't missed any time at all. He looked like the Ramon Walker that we all know, and it's just huge to have him back. Not only is it the energy he brings and just the rebounding and things he does, but also it's just you go from having 7.5 bodies to 8.5 to 9 with him in there, and you have a forward, you have an actual forward that you can put in for Jawan Roberts, and you haven't had that for a month now, and that obviously had taken a toll on him.
What's crazy? Like, obviously Ramon, his impact exceeds the stat sheet, but just seeing him back in a weird way, it gave me hope. Like, it just, for some reason, it just gave me just some hope. Like, just seeing him on the floor is just like, damn, we got him back. It's just like, because I feel like we've been trying to just cling on to. I just felt like we were holding on, and like just having that extra body who that's going to make winning plays time in and time out, like that. Just for some reason, it just gave me an extraordinary amount of hope, and it was actually good to see him doing what he does, and being. I'm sure Coach Sam's message to him was just get lost and playing hard, and that's what he did.
I think you could see that from just how the team on the bench was carrying himself when he went in there. How everyone was like, they loved having him back, and we've me and Ryan have heard just how he carries that second unit, that white team in practice. And I was told recently that he was in 5-on-5 this week in practice, and I can only imagine what that did for the team spirits and just that second unit in general. I don't know if you were able to hear the noise in the background. There's a birthday party going downstairs in my house.
LOL.
Ryan, you're here.
I'm
What are
here.
your thoughts?
I thought Ryan Elvin played really well. Have y'all broken down that first shot he made? That's pretty good. I mean, we didn't expect that coming. Galen, buddy,
Yes, sir.
we have another new shirt on our website going right now.
That's crazy. That's crazy. Wow.
So you can go to merch.gocoogs.com
Oh shit.
to get the Galen.
Shit, might as well.
You might as well.
There we go.
If y'all remember, we showed you this last week. Stats by Starnes, 100% of all proceeds go to Starnes. With this one, 0% of proceeds go to Godfather. 0%.
Oh, damn. That's crazy.
Get your 0% to Godfather shirt now. Because why wouldn't you? I am in they call it the upper media section. I was on the floor for the second session tonight, but I came up here because these are the most comfortable fucking seats I have ever sat in my entire life. I'm so excited to just chill in these
Yeah.
chairs because it's like what, 1 in the morning, 3 in the morning, 11.
Oh shit!
Yeah, right.
No, look
Like,
out!
It's wild.
TCU's getting blowed
Facts.
out.
well,
Facts.
that's
Uh-oh.
I think I'm gonna end
That's
up
tough for your bracket, Ryan.
17 and 19 in the first round. So,
I think that might be 3 more than what I get.
it might be 15 and 17. I'm going to end up under 500, I think.
I think I got like 3 wrong.
I have 12 that have lost. 12 of my winners have lost by 12 or more points. So
I know I got 1 right. That might
I
be
told
it.
you shouldn't have picked
James
Stetson.
Madison. I got James Madison.
I got
is the
yeah, I
only
got
thing
James
right.
Madison too. Facts.
I think I have Longwood in the Final Four is the problem. I think that's where it started. Have you done a stats by Starnes yet?
I haven't. I was gonna wait for you to do it because I don't.
That's sweet. You don't
I
what?
don't know how to put all that stuff up there.
There's that stuff.
Look at that locked in face. My boy,
Muppet face.
my boy means business.
Muppet face. Yeah.
My stat is it took 23 minutes and 8 seconds for Longwood to score a point in the paint
Yeah.
in this
They
game.
did not
and it was,
score it in the first half.
It was on Napper. That was his first bucket. It was on a layup. It was kind of on a fast break, but that was really one of the points off turnovers and the points in the paint, just staggering, especially in that first half. I think it was. I mean, Longwood had 4 turnovers to 1 shot in the first few minutes.
Are you saying they
the 1
struggled?
shot attempt, they did. I
Okay.
think it's fair to say that.
That's
Yeah,
an elite shirt,
UVH
by the
had
way,
more
Ryan.
points off turnovers in the first half than Longwood had total points. They had 17 to the Lancers 16.
Damn.
Can we take a quick timeout and give me some credit? I have been negotiating hard with Star Pizza for a much bigger deal. Hard. And we finally came to an agreement today. They agreed to give us $1 more than they were giving us before. And I've nailed it. I mean, I just worked them until they gave up, and they gave us $1 more. Star Pizza, I went this week. I went Wednesday. And so they had the Tuesday all-you-can-eat buffet, and Thursday they have the pasta and wine specials. Well, I went right in the middle. But they have lunch specials. We got the Big 12 for $8. And that's a lot of pizza. And I got the Maryland, with the Canadian bacon, the pepperoni, and the onions.
Mhm.
Perfect.
Elite.
And went with somebody else, and they got the same thing. Plus, they got a salad. We both had drinks, and it was $20 for 2 people. I spent $140 on dinner by myself last night here. I'm going to give you a steakhouse never to go to in Memphis. Just ripped me off. But Star Pizza, get you some. There's the logo up there at the top. Y'all know where to get it.
Oh yeah.
Have y'all looked at comments?
No.
Ryan, that's
Fire
your
away.
job.
Start cranking them up.
That was cathartic. You have to imagine that this week in practice was not comfortable.
Very much so. Very
And
much so.
they came out knowing. And Kelvin was really going through the substitutes pretty fast, pretty hard. It was good to see that he had bodies to do.
Facts.
And I mean, you went through 9 guys nonstop until the 6:31 mark when he called for Rayo. And Elvin came in and did his thing. I know y'all talked about him, but just seeing Ramon in there, he had a smile from ear to ear the entire time. He was so excited. And when he gets in and gets that offensive board, and then they feed him, he goes to the line, misses the first, gets the second. Yeah. Starnes, you go to the birthday party for a minute?
There was a request of me. I'm probably gonna have to go do that real quick.
The
But
life of
be
the
back in a
party.
couple seconds. So.
The life of the party, man.
Starnes
They
is just
need
going to
the
go down
life.
there.
Yes, I've been asked for a favor.
Why don't you leave your screen on? I just wanted to see
Hey,
the
Starnes is going to
blink.
go down there old school and just start spraying everybody with a water hose.
Yeah. Galen's back. Who's that? Love you blue or love you Cougs? What do you? I don't know what you call that.
You can't say "love you, blue." You're going to get a copyright strike.
Yeah, I just say love blue.
My mother told me that she got hers in Thursday or so. Very happy about it. I got an order in. I know I have another coming. I have forgotten who I ordered these things for. So if I told you I was giving you one, okay, I got it. It's back in Houston. I'll be there for like 15 minutes on Monday, I think. So here's the thing. I have been told it is probably, not for sure, probably going to be 5:20 or 5:40 on Sunday. I think this one's going to be kind of and I think it's going to be a CBS game, like a big game. More like Smallwood.
LOL.
There you
Where's your
go.
maturity?
Well, one of our commenters in I believe the selection show that Towns and I did. Thanks for showing up, by the way. That Towns and I did suggested that Longwood get a Longwood Energy shirt, and they didn't have it. Well, guess what they did yesterday? They got a Longwood Energy shirt, and I bought it. I mean, as soon as it went on Twitter, I was like, bleep, bought that. $47 later, got me a T-shirt. So thank you, Star Pizza. We only have to do 46 more of these shows, and my shirt is paid for. Galen is right. Ramon brought in hope. Brad, were you able to talk about said lot?
Not yet.
I wanted to touch on that.
I'm saving
I
it up.
wanted to touch on that.
I'm saving it up because I love that kid.
Okay.
I love everything about the way he plays. I mean, I posted during the middle of the game. He's a gargantuan Ramon Walker.
Yeah.
That's how he was playing all night long. He did. I've literally never seen a player improve this much from one game to 4 games later. It's unbelievable. I mean, and then I look at his box score and I'm like, I thought he had more rebounds than that.
Yeah.
Okay, because he had one.
Activity.
He had no points. But
You don't count goaltendings as rebounds because he would have had 2 more.
When he had 3 blocks on top of that. But what he lacked in rebounding, the person that he was blocking out didn't get the rebound. So he canceled out at least one person, and that's going to be very necessary tomorrow because A&M, I mean, well, if you look at them tonight, they look like they can shoot, but they're a horrible shooting team, and they get a ton of offensive rebounds because if they don't, they would score 20 points a game.
Galen, did you watch Nebraska and A&M?
I did.
It is amazing how Big Ten teams leave that conference and cannot compete.
Out of hope. Yeah.
Well, they're not athletic enough.
No.
Yeah.
That team was not in the same.
Yeah.
They're not even in the same conversation as A&M.
Yeah.
And if A&M wouldn't have taken
A&M
their
always has A&M. That's always going to be a tough out for anybody because they always seem to just have athletic, dynamic guys. Always. I feel like that's a lot of things that those SEC schools have in common. I think I watched the Auburn and Mississippi State tournament game, and it was just like, damn, y'all are getting after it. It's like they fighting for the rebound at 13 feet. It was just like that athleticism in that conference is amazing.
Yeah, it served them well in this tournament. I think they're 2-8.
Yeah.
Auburn could not handle the athleticism of Yale today.
Renowned
Yeah.
athleticism.
That's too bad.
I just think that's the beauty of the tournament, man. You think that because a certain university has a name and who they like, you have to go out there and play, and it's like it's hoopers everywhere. Those guys who were slept on may not have got what they feel like they deserve, but there's guys who can beat you at every level. Like it's Oakland and Kentucky, you would never bet in a million years that those guys, that Oakland team would beat that Kentucky team. But you got to go out there and earn it, man.
You got a 40-year-old looking. You got a 40-year-old looking dude out there just raining threes.
40-year-old American sniper out there gunning you down. Boo! Boo! I just seen Cal over there just flipping shit like, God damn, I know this ain't about to happen to me again. Man.
Again.
Feel for you, brother. Feel for you. And it's just, man, that's tough. That's a tough out. I thought Oakland was in California. I found out yesterday it was in fucking Michigan.
To Michigan. Yeah.
Wait, it is?
Yeah.
Yes.
Why don't they just call it? Why isn't it Auburn Hills?
Hey,
I mean,
sports
you
editor.
know where that is.
Hey, no, that genuine it is on stuff like it is. Like no, that was he was today years old when he found that out. Me too, brother. I was like, ain't no fucking way. That's in Michigan? Where?
Yeah.
Shit.
Up there.
Crazy, man.
People are loving the
Crazy.
shirt.
Well, back to said, one of the thing that really stood out about him the most is he did a really good job of getting out and stopping the dribbler on
the ball,
on
yes,
the ball screen, and then getting back and knowing when to get back instead of spending too much time. So he was doing a great job of stopping the ball and then cutting the lane on the open pass to the post on a roll. I mean, just his growth is just simply out. I can't. It's off the charts. It's not something that you could ever predict of how good he has gotten in such a short amount of time.
What I noticed, it was like I think it was one possession I was watching. He might have had to go defend 3 pick and rolls. So that's 3 different coverage calls, and every single time he called it early, he was in the right position, hustle back to his man, and it's just like for like how big of a human he is, he has great mobility. Like he gets out of those screens real quick. And I really do feel like that he gives like our bigs, it's like a different dimension because he's not as easy to move. And I noticed that like whenever the man he was guarding got the ball in the post, the double didn't come immediately like it usually does. And it was like I think it was like after the first dribble they'd come, but I feel like probably because ain't too many dudes gonna back down said.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah.
I
don't want to look forward to next year until next year gets here, but my goodness, just the thought of what we got coming back in the bigs and the growth that they're going to see next year.
And like they all bring something different.
Yeah.
Like,
and then the guy
then
the guy that we haven't seen yet, except being on the sideline, he's going to put on another 25, 30 pounds.
Yeah.
You probably cannot see it on the other side of the court, but they are peeling off first round to put second round on the court. I thought they took a piece of the court, but nope, that's not it. I thought it was like a football field, but they're just changing the paint. That seems like a better idea anyways.
I got a question for you, Monso.
Yeah.
Who does less with more, Penny or Calipari?
Well, I don't even think that's a fair conversation because
hey, Towns, that's
Penny
has shit, bro.
Well, Penny just doesn't have
shit. Towns be asking shit and like having a grin, and he'll laugh and not even show any fucking teeth. It's just like an evil grin. Oh shit!
That was
I
bait.
love it. Hey man, shout out Star Pizza. You know what I'm saying? Go get you some fucking Star Pizza. This is some good shit, man. I miss y'all. I can't even lie. I miss y'all boys, man. I love this.
Keep looking up like that, Galen. You're looking right at the Star Pizza logo.
Yeah. Go tap in. But I'm watching TCU get their ass whooped for sure.
Oh, okay.
By the time we turn this off.
So, I'm going to be honest with y'all. I sat next to John Rothstein all day.
Oh, brother.
And Rothstein is clearly intimidated by me.
Oh,
He
brother.
doesn't understand. And so we're going with our own thing. Houston, no mercy, which is sort of like his Houston, no mercy thing, but it's no thank you.
Yeah.
Rothstein he wouldn't even look me in the eyes. It was, Starnes Pizza.
Huh,
Starnes Pizza.
that's a good one. Starness.
No, that was not your screen cap of Galen. I screenshotted that from my own video on the software that I pay for and went and made a shirt and got the rush shipping, and it didn't rush ship. I should have had it for Kansas City, but didn't.
I just figured you took the picture and got it, got it pressed there at the mall.
I don't think they do that anymore. Also, they don't have malls.
You get like you can get your name airbrushed on the back.
It counts. That was 40 years ago.
I miss
These
those.
two weren't even alive when you could go get airbrush stuff at the mall.
And they didn't have the glory days of Chess King, Oak Tree.
I don't remember Oak Tree, but Chess King. That was the first time that I realized I didn't have any games. That's still around. -10. That's a big number.
That is.
I'd have to sleep before that. Ryan, you have to admit Baldwin had the Ramon thing right. Baldwin was right, but even Kelvin said Ramon's not coming back. And then in the first week of March said there's a slightest possibility. If we're going to say Baldwin had it right, that's fine. Good for him. He's going to make sure you know it. He's going to pat himself on the back and keep telling you, but that's fine. I had Mark D'Onofrio's getting fired way back in 2018 when nobody else had it. And so, yeah, so everybody's got their scoops, but not everybody's going to brag on him.
You want credit for the run for 20?
I don't want credit because it's you get one right. Okay, it's all about your next rep.
Yeah, Ryan, I'm gonna have to show this one.
I did. Now that you mentioned this,
Wow,
Mom, thank you.
That's Mama bringing up the receipts on you.
You
better not lie on
How are you awake?
It's Friday night, man.
I did
Friday night.
Yeah, that fresh retiree there always stays up late on the Friday nights. I think I did have one. I might even have a photo of it. We'll see.
Airbrush.
There's Ryan in that West Virginia hat. Malik looked the most confident I've seen him all year. I think he hit a 3 in the first half and then passed up a shot right after that. And I was like, oh, this is a different Malik. He passed up a shot. This is a different guy. And I thought he had one of his best games. Damian Dunn obviously had his best game. Damian,
Damian had such a good game that he actually gave himself a heat check, and it wasn't just I'm gonna throw it from 40.
Yeah,
it was a legitimate shot. Oh, and I have to credit my mother for this because she's come up with the I know when Damian's gonna make it as soon as he releases the ball. If he's not throwing his legs out and trying to kick somebody and get a foul, he's gonna make a shot.
Yeah. It looks like whenever he just shoots it normal, it's real decisive. It looks real confident. Mm-hmm. Like I hate when he does the shot faking and leg spreading. It's just like, bro, just pass it. Or just shoot it regular.
Yeah.
But
he did that.
I was glad that he had a good offensive game, especially because of the team that we have and the problem that they face, next game. So yeah, definitely needed a game like this from him today, so he's feeling good about himself heading into that.
I mean, if you're
slaughter fest we're about to have,
if you're going to get 24 combined points, 9 rebounds, from Malik and Damian.
I like that.
We got something cooking
I
right
like
there.
that.
Maybe the best part of that
Actually,
is,
it's 20. Oh, yeah, no, you're right. Never mind. My bad. What you saying, Ron?
math. This gave Buzz a whole new thing to look at going into Sunday. The way they were going to game plan this team changed a ton today. And I'm sure they're like, who the fuck is this said lot guy or said lath?
Yeah.
And who's Damian Dunn and who's Malik? I mean, they played each other. I think it was December 16th. So right at 3 months ago.
Mm-hmm.
A month into the year.
And it's a whole different looking team.
I don't think Malik didn't play that game and Ramon didn't play that game, I want to say.
That I don't remember.
And
I haven't
Dame,
looked
I
at
think
it.
Dame was remember him trying to run the sideline on the inbounds play.
Yes.
Oh,
I
that's
remember
right.
that. Yeah.
That
I
was the
like,
A&M
brother,
game.
What the hell is you doing? But I
His
think
first shot tonight was that terrible kick your leg, spread it, trying to just get a foul call. And something after that clicked. He was like, oh, yeah, I'm in the tournament. Maybe I need to. And, woo.
it just looks so different whenever he's like decisive. Like he looks like a different guy. And obviously and it's just like, why not? Like you have the green light to do that. Just shoot good shots and just.
See,
But
Ryan,
what I want
Ryan
to say though,
Ryan will be familiar with this. He all year long he's had the yips.
Yeah.
It's like, do I shoot? Oh, and he did one of those tonight, and that one where he barely even hit the net on his air ball. He like double, triple pumped when he was in the air, and he started looking around when he shot it. I was like, oh man,
he did the hand wipe. He did the hand wipe.
Oh, I would too. I've done that before.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
But that Texas A&M game, Malik and Ramon did not play. Terrence Arsenault played 6 minutes because he tore his Achilles.
He was hurt. Yeah. I saw more air balls today in 4 games. By the way, I've been here like 13 hours. I've seen more air balls today than I've ever seen in just a day of watching the tournament. It was pretty weird.
Aren't those basketballs like ones they don't even use during the year? They're like a new tournament ball.
They're different color. They look weird. Like in person, up close, they look different. I don't know. There's a lot of different rules for this thing. And when you just start paying attention to how uptight the NCAA is about everything, remember, 0% of the proceeds. 0.
That makes it more intriguing to buy.
Yeah. I did not expect Ramon to play at all, but he saved our hearts. The band's back together again. I think they're talking about the 4 of us and Star Pizza. Star Pizza. You know what? Since we're having a big Star Pizza love fest, it's time for some Ryan Elvin.
Hey Ryan Elvin, how much is that big lunch special at Star Pizza?
It's a big $12.
What do you get for $12?
You get your choice of a big 8-inch New York personal pizza or big 6-inch Chicago pizza, a personal dinner salad, and a big soft drink.
And get it with a pizza and a salad?
It's still a big $12.
Can I get it with a Coke Zero?
Yep, it's a big $12.
Even if the pizza's a Starburst special?
It's still a big $12.
All that's only $12?
Yep, still a big $12. Monday through Friday, lunch at Star Pizza. Tell them Ryan Elvin sent you.
He can break a guy off. He can shoot the rainbow 3. He can act. I mean, that is that's a talent.
He's going to coach.
He's going to be on this staff at some point for sure. I love watching Sed try to score.
Oh man,
he was fun. Galen, are you coming from Birmingham? You'll have a game, I believe, right?
no, but we have practice. I was gonna go, but
Talk about practice.
yeah. Even though we're not playing for shit, but
Yeah, it's the last week of the G League. Come on.
you still have to be professional, man. Unfortunately, but yeah,
It's
I was gonna go, man. I was gonna go, but
it's that Kelvin in you, man. You
yeah,
just got to do what you
yeah.
got to do.
You gotta do what you gotta do, man.
I
You ain't
don't
practicing,
know
you ain't
what
getting
that
better.
means.
Son,
I
son,
can confirm.
do your job, son. Just do your job. That's the Kelvin.
No, they should not.
Literally.
That's one of the few games I got right. Uh,
Boy,
so
TCU
we're
is
just
getting
gonna
their ass whooped.
as that is surprising to me. I really didn't think that was gonna
I
happen.
picked them to win. Yeah.
Because I thought they were gonna blow through whoever. Who do they have in the second?
Utah State.
Well, who would they have had in the second round?
Purdue, they would have had Purdue.
Oh, that's. I thought they were gonna wax Purdue.
Yeah, you told me that.
Yeah, well, I still think they're gonna wax
But like, yeah,
Purdue,
that would have
but
been
they're
a
not
bad
gonna play.
matchup for Purdue. Yeah. Yeah.
And
The Aggies shot.
I hate the whistle Purdue gets. I hate it. That shit sickens me.
Well, is it Purdue or is it one guy?
Well, I'm just going
Because-
by I don't want to point any fingers or say any names. I just associate it with the jersey on the front.
Yeah.
With the name of the jersey, man. Just the Purdue whistle. It's so biased.
Jawan was fine today. He came out of the game, and they did a little work on him. Starnes said he tweaked something. Kelvin asked him at 11:47. The clock was stopped. There was a free throw or something. And Kelvin kind of looked at him and was like, "Can you go?" And I don't know what he said, but he didn't come back in. So after he tweaked whatever, did something, he did not show back up. But he wasn't needed. And they're doing a sort of a load management with him. In shoot around pictures today, he did not have the leg. I don't think it's a brace, but whatever that compression thing is, he didn't have it on. But it's because he really wasn't doing anything, and so they're just not asking him to do that much to this point.
It's like that's just the old school dream sock.
Okay,
Yeah,
those small schools shouldn't be in. Nope, should not.
Yeah, I think that's just going to happen for this tournament run. You're going to see Juwan limping.
I mean, you
Probably
got to remember,
a couple
Jawan's
times a
old,
game.
man. He's kind of creaky.
Yeah.
It happens to
He's
us.
been,
Yeah.
but that's the great thing
Dylan
about
knows what
Ramon
I'm
Walker
talking
being
about.
back is you can throw him in there for a little bit and give Juwan some real rest.
I don't know where you get a sheep in downtown Memphis, but if it were possible, maybe. But I don't know where that's happening.
You're acting like they don't bring their own.
That's true. Man, y'all come here, Galen. Y'all come here to play.
Not in Fed. We don't play in FedEx, no.
Right, but you come to Memphis.
Well, technically, but the arena that we play in, it's right across the border in Mississippi.
Oh, in South Haven?
Yeah, South Haven.
Okay. Downtown Memphis is way worse than I remember it. And like there's just nothing.
Yeah.
There's just hotels and you get to Beale Street and there's bars and stuff, but
Bill is
Yeah.
kind of.
I
Bill
thought that's
Street
all
is
there
kind of
was.
kind of mid. Kind of mid. Being honest here.
yeah, I just don't remember it as bad as this is.
It's hard out there. For
Nice
us,
people though. Oh, I just skipped through like 500 comments. Sorry, y'all. We'll come back to that. I had some thoughts. So Emmanuel Sharp was 0 for 5 in the first half. and he had gone 15 of 52 in his last 5 or 6 games. I mean, he had not shot the ball well at all. And they ran a play for him out of the half. He hits a three-pointer. He ended up going 4 for 4. He then missed his last shot. But Kelvin was riding him hard. Like, I mean, it was everything he did. He was hearing about it today. And I think that's we don't need you today, but we'll need you Sunday, and we'll need you next weekend if you get there.
I feel like that was more so he was doing that because we're gonna need him Sunday.
Well,
And
that's
it's
what I
more
just
so
said.
like, yeah. I mean, same shit,
Damn.
but like, bro, get your mind right because you got A&M coming at you, and they obviously we won the first matchup. They obviously got revenge on their mind and it's win or go home. So it's like you're gonna need everybody clicking on all cylinders. That's why seeing Dame have success and Malik just doing what he does, being in the right place at the right time, making winning plays, and also seeing Ramon, that's going to be very big for us. And I'm like, I feel so much reassurance for our matchup Sunday.
Question. In your experience, is it easier for teams to play Houston the second time in a season? Do you see a difference as a player?
Well, that'll probably have to be something like the team that they played. That was the Houston on December 16th.
Right.
And they're about to play the Houston on March the fucking 24th or 23rd, whatever date it is, and it's win or go home. Our best versus your best. So it'll probably be more difficult just because our intensity is going to be higher and the stakes are higher. And it's just like you know how hard we play, and their coaching staff knows how hard we play. So there's going to be a lot of I guess positive fear, but yeah, you're definitely it never gets easy, especially when the stakes are just that high, and it's if you do the wrong thing at any given moment, your season can be over.
Yeah. Kelvin was harping on free throws today. I was sitting right next to him and seeing and hearing things that I typically don't pay attention to. And he was angry after missed free throws all day. And that's this could be the play that ends your season, that ends his best chance. But I think he was banking that for the future, for Sunday, for next weekend potentially.
You can't lose focus, and I mean I think that's really all free throws come down to is focus, routine, and just going through the process.
It seemed like that was a lot of what that second half was getting things right for this next game. I thought that first Emmanuel play, the second half, that was just very obviously like we need to get Emmanuel right this half for these next games. Let's go. Damian as well, getting mad at free throws, all those I think that's what that second half was about.
Late in the second half, Ramon's honeymoon ended, and he got the full Kelvin effect. He did something, and I didn't see it. It was at the far end. But once he got to the free throw line at the far end, Kelvin started in on him. And that's a long walk back when he's already started in. And when Ramon got to him, Kelvin, did put his hand in his chest and stopped him, and then kind of got in a crouch, showing him what he should have done. And it was like, uh-oh, you're back.
Yeah.
You got the woo, we're so proud of you. Yay. And then you're back.
Typical Kelvin.
Jamal had 9 assists. The rebound numbers don't feel great, but you did shoot 59%. I guess that's okay. I think A&M shot 98%. earlier, that Nebraska team maybe did not play any
Man,
defense.
man.
I love that kid.
Topianga
Tominaga.
or
Crap. It's
Casey
Casey Tamanaga. Yeah. But, he hit his first 3-pointers and he got a little chesty. And they decided, okay, we're just going to defend you now. They're going to have a hand in your face. And it was 25 minutes before he got another look from 3. And he got a technical and he's feisty, but defensively just wasn't there. Wasn't any good.
No.
definitely a liability on defense.
And I
But it's
think
like I just feel like once you start talking, dudes are gonna make it personal. It's like you're not gonna score me no more. Like, and then he started like I think he blocked something. He was give me that.
he
Shit.
blocked
I
the
was
shot.
like-
That's when he got the technical.
I was like, yo, you might, man, now you're on your way back to Nebraska. So it's like, don't poke the bear, brother.
There was no point in the game where I felt like any of the 5 guys from Nebraska could play for the A&M team that was on the floor. They just all 5 guys
and
looked better.
I don't
That
think
A&M
anybody on
team-
Nebraska could play for any team south of Oklahoma. They just can't. They just
I don't
got-
know.
They don't got
Texas-
the athletes.
Texas is soft.
A&M plays
Well,
hard, but
Nebraska's
when they're
soft, too.
when they're making shots, they look awesome. They look awesome, and this might have been their best shooting game that they've had all this
Ever.
during this
Yeah.
part of the year, like in 2024. Like, man, they had
When
guys
Towns was in high
draining
school-
shots.
At Mesquite Poteet, when they made shots, they looked pretty good too. I think
Hey man, we were
Just
29
making
and 2,
shots.
son. We could ball.
Towns hasn't been to a mall since 2001. That sounds accurate. Oh yeah, because 9/11. That's you were.
Yep.
Yeah. No, nobody cares. I think this is Maurice's first ever comment. So all right,
Welcome to the party.
Yeah, welcome to the party. My boy just earned a
fuck
badge.
you, software. Yeah, you can have a badge. You can also have all you can eat buffet on Tuesdays at Star Pizza.
Ryan,
A&M
that
had
was a-
3
that was a
starters,
great.
hit 8 shots.
I mean, you know what?
That's-
And I'm glad A&M played well. I'm glad they shot the ball well. I'm glad they did.
Maybe.
I did too. I did too.
I got to practice to the open practicing yesterday a little early. One of my best friends is a New Mexico grad, and so I was going to get him some video pictures of his people. And I walked in and didn't know it, and I was right behind Richard Pitino, the coach at New Mexico.
Mm.
And the circle donut on his head, the bald spot, was about like this big. And I should have switched my pick immediately. Should have been like, nope. And then Colgate today had a player that had the bald spot like that.
A player.
I mean,
Hey,
it's
man,
gonna
Fryer-
happen
that
for all
Fryer
of us.
look is in style.
Boy, yeah. Yeah, I had New Mexico blowing them. I had a lot of people blowing a lot of people out, and they all lost. Yeah. So this week I went into a wormhole about McNeese and their schedule, and they played some schools. Mississippi College for Women. They played. They played a thing
The
called.
W is what it's called.
Okay.
I learned that.
They played. Galen, I want you to tell me if you've ever heard of this. The College for Biblical Studies. Here's the crazy thing. It's
Wonder what
in
that campus
Houston.
looks like.
It's in Houston.
I've never heard of it.
Me either.
It's a book
Sorry, I
club.
made that up last
it's-
year.
It's in some.
I
It's in
started
like
my
a.
own cult, and that's what the
That's a book
they got
club.
their own basketball team.
It's an industrial park kind of building. The College for Biblical Studies went one. Their starters went one of 33 against McNeese.
Wait, talking about, so what was the overall record on the year?
College of Biblical Studies.
Yeah.
I think they quit after that
CBS.
game. Yeah.
But I think McNeese they got three. I think they got 3 wins over teams that went to the NCAA tournament.
Not in the tournament. Missed on that
No,
one.
I'm saying, but like in their scheduling, like I think in their non-conference, they beat
Yeah.
3 NCAA tournament teams, and obviously that's not really that common for teams in the Southland. So I mean, shit, gotta respect game.
So U of H brings their own towels everywhere,
Oh,
and they
brother.
put them out on the bench. And the NCAA came up and was like, "Nope, you can't do that." And they pulled their towels up and put all these March Madness towels down. And when you go out from the tunnel for media, there's a big sign that says, "Do not bring a glass or a can or a water bottle out. You have to have it in an NCAA cup," which is just the dumbest thing. Like, who's paying attention to my cup? But they get so angry, and so they do dumb stuff like that. I don't know what to tell you.
St. Mary's
See, that wasn't that great a
6.
story.
We got a comeback alert.
Ooh,
Yeah.
TCU?
Mary's
Biblical
is creeping.
Studies is on West Park. Oh, I
Yeah.
drive by there all the time.
Who?
Yeah, you had no clue.
I've never seen it.
CBS.
St.
I'm
Mary's.
talking about comeback. Who did
St.
what
Mary's
channel?
Grand Canyon.
Oh, can't say I care
Well,
too
we
much
thought
about
you
it.
were talking about TCU.
No.
Yeah, that game.
That's-
Who is
that's
coming
in the-
back?
They ran out of time.
St. Mary's.
St. Mary's is coming back. They were
They were down
within
12
6.
a little bit ago.
Let me check.
And
See
they
what
they had
channel
brought
this
it to
is on.
6, but Grand Canyon just hit 2 free throws, so it's at 8. It's on True TV.
Shoot, don't think I got that one. God damn it.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Kelvin has not been the happiest camper talking about injuries, because that's kind of been the whole storyline, and he just hadn't wanted any part of it. And then, Galen, you'll like that. Maybe you saw it, that the first question he was asked in his press
Huh.
conference yesterday was about, "Do you want to play Penny again?" And I thought he was going to come off the stage and attack this guy, but he didn't.
I went and read the
I
transcript.
seen that posted. What did he say?
I think I read the transcript. He just said like, "Oh, I don't know. I haven't even thought about it." That's
Well,
basically
he's
I haven't even
been
thought about
asked-
next year's schedule.
He was asked this question last year
Yeah,
after you
yeah.
played Memphis.
Like,
Yeah, I
son,
remember
I have
that.
to worry about playing Texas at Texas, playing Oklahoma. I'm not worried about Memphis. I'm not worried about Penny.
Yeah, sure.
I don't know
we'll
if
play
that's what he
Memphis.
would say,
Just
but
make
it's
the
like,
fucking
what's the point?
tournament.
Like, what's the point? Yeah, what's the point though? I mean, obviously, like I guess as viewers, it's it's an entertaining matchup, but
Should have said, no, we're not planning on playing Memphis because we're not going to be playing in the NIT or the CBI.
Well,
damn,
apparently Memphis
Towels.
isn't playing there either.
Damn, they're too good for the NIT.
Yeah, they declined it.
Oh, yeah. Got to go sweep the portal.
Towels, you funny as shit, man.
He's really not. He's really not.
Ryan's soul is being crushed.
Hey, Ryan, Towels, you are funny as shit, man.
Who all has lost in the South region? Kentucky, who's the 4, or excuse me, the 3. Texas Tech, who's the 6.
Wisconsin.
They're the 5.
Yeah.
The 7 lost. It feels like
Who was the
5
7?
top half teams lost. Florida was the 7.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
I mean, that's a lot. That's a lot. And Duke gets kind of I wouldn't call it an easy game because I think James Madison is good. This is the Galen theory. they've won like 33 games. They know how to win.
Mm-hmm.
And
And
we'll
hey,
see.
you know what's crazy? You know what's crazy? This same Wisconsin team they just beat Purdue.
Yeah.
When you got some guys that's used to winning, man, it don't matter what name's on the front of your jersey. Like we have a standard, and we expect to live up to that standard, regardless of who it's against. So that'll probably be a very tough game for Duke. Very tough game for Duke.
Marquette was kind of on the ropes a little bit with Western Kentucky.
Well,
Hold
they
on,
were
wait.
down
Hold
15.
on.
Yeah.
How about Kansas getting saved
They got
by the
yeah.
officials? Oh my God! Like I've never
Surprise.
seen something. I've never seen something, and like guys can say all ball. Like I've never seen a more clear
That's
case
the
of
cleanest
all
block
ball.
I've ever seen. I think I don't know if I don't think you can have a cleaner block.
And you know what's crazy? You'll walk up to the ref, like I've done this before, and you'll walk up to, you got him on the arm. You're lying. You're lying. You didn't see that because I didn't touch his arm whatsoever. So why are you lying to me? Oh my gosh. They got robbed. They got robbed, man. And I picked Sanford to win that game too. Like they got robbed. Man, that was I'd be crushed. Crushed.
They're gonna have a tough one with Gonzaga.
That's what they got next?
Yeah.
Oh, well, they better off letting Sanford win that. Shit. Gonzaga came out breathing fire.
Thank you, Galen. Yeah.
What
They were not the
College
College of Biblical Studies. They're a little better.
I mean, I'm just you know, Ryan, it's like a team starts off hoping they can win, and then you let them hang around long enough, and then they believe they can win, and it's just like that's why you gotta kill them, eliminate all hope, eliminate all hope.
U of H did that today. It was 10-0.
Absolutely.
Pretty quick. I don't even think
we let
Longwood
them
had 2 shots.
We let them creep there for a little bit. They They finally broke the seal, and then they hit a 3. It's like, okay, guys, let's turn it back up to 11.
Yeah, it was 14-7, I believe, at one point, and that's when
14-9.
U of H. Okay, and U of H went on a run and put it away. Put a lot of distance between them. Galen, this is for you. What happened to Aubrey Coleman?
That's crazy. I mean, I see him all the time at U of H in the summers.
There you go.
Yeah, buddy looks good too. Like, bro's in great shape. Sure,
That
I
dude
think
can
he's
fill it up, man.
Man, yeah, I think he's still playing, or I'm not sure, but he's in great shape. I see him all the time.
I want to admit this is my mistake. I should not have used the word riding when talking about Longwood, and we're just going to stop right now. But Kelvin was agitated.
It took an hour. It took an hour for a Longwood joke to start, so I'm pretty proud of everybody.
I think the joke started when Ryan got on air about 15 minutes in. He said something.
I may have missed that.
Yeah,
At your
that's
age.
too bad. Yeah, you were at the party. Was to go to the University of Houston. There you go.
Wow. Sorry you had to graduate in Memphis.
Everybody's from somewhere. It ain't where you started, it's where you end up, right?
You know what? That's a great, you know what? I apologize for my statement.
I'm old, and I have all this wisdom and stuff. I think this is, if A&M shoots like they did, you're probably getting beat. But that means that Houston, king of defense, just laid down. And I just don't see it happening. I think A&M is better than they were in December. This team is too.
I'd hope so.
And I don't think, I just can't see this team giving it up here. It's going to be weird though.
Like they did, they might just go and win the national title. Like
Fertitta East.
This is your second time playing A&M, and they're both in NBA arenas. I don't know how that happened.
Just bring out the brass knuckles. Let's get after it.
Good old idiom from Towns.
That is true.
You said what? What is
they
it?
tuck
What is
their
it?
jeans in their boots. So
They lost 14 games. So you can shoot like that and lose 14 games.
When was the last time that they shot that well? Like, does anybody know?
I'm not 100% sure on that. Yeah,
I think they hit like what 14 threes? That's crazy.
yeah. Okay, be cool. He's watching on tape delay. So we don't know how this game ended up. It could have gone anyway. We'll just wait.
Son.
Yeah.
It's in overtime right now.
Grand Canyon?
No. The UVH Longwood game.
I thought, we were gonna,
Oh,
I thought
okay.
you were about to start talking about Golden Corral. I was about to get excited.
I ain't been to Golden Corral
That's
in like
embarrassing.
10 years.
Probably 20
I
for
don't think
me.
I've ever been in Golden Corral.
You've lived a good life, Starnes. A
So
privileged
it's a
life
buffet.
indeed.
It's a buffet. And the only reason to go is they had ice cream, out of the machine, and you could put anything you wanted. And this was before you had all these ice cream places. You could put gummy bears on it. And I would just go and eat ice cream with gummy bears on it, wait for them to freeze.
See, as a kid, I remember I would see the commercials of the chocolate fountain, and I really wanted to go, and I would tell my parents that I wanted to go. But then they told me like, "Oh yeah, we went all the time because my family lived in El Paso."
Yeah,
before I was born."
what they didn't
And
tell
they were
you,
like, "No, it wasn't good. It's not very good."
what they didn't tell you, that was really pudding.
Oh man!
But they used to have steaks like that thin, so you take them and stack them like 3 on top of each other, and then it looked like a normal steak.
So you saying like people would take them, or that was something that you did, Tom?
Well, I
Like,
did.
Yeah.
I'm sort of a person. Take it and then cut open a biscuit and put some mustard on it and make a sandwich.
Oh man, Towns, man, nonstop comedy. That's funny, man. How do y'all? How are y'all? How
Yeah. Now I have to go with the back brace and then put on the bowling brace on the arm. Because, to hold all that food. I mean, come on.
Big Jack, good Lord.
About time he went after somebody else. Y'all, don't encourage this asshole. Jesus. Star Pizza is just trying to sell some pizza. And you don't need this guy ruining the whole thing. Paid us $1 more.
Hey, Ryan, you know what I'm.
Uh-huh.
Go get your shit. Go get your shit if you want to look good. But you know what we should do, man. When I get back, we should make like a vlog of our experience. That's my first time. You know, we should go to Star Pizza, man. How about it?
Oh, absolutely.
Now that I like. I like that idea a lot.
Make
Why'd
it
you look at me without like I was crazy?
Well, you just said we should make a blog, and I didn't understand. I'm like, I mean, we kind of write a little bit here and there. We do some video too.
He landed the plane.
Yeah.
Star Pizza experience. Absolutely.
No, I think that's a great idea. I saw Mike Pittman and Jennifer from Star Pizza were here tonight. I meant to go see them, but then I ended up running into them on the concourse. They're fantastic. They do so much for U of H and for U of H athletes. They run it. I don't know what the official, I think run it is the right way to say it, but I'm not 100%.
Grand Canyon's going to win, barring a disaster.
I approve of everything on their entire menu, but the cheesecake is fantastic. not my favorite. That doesn't mean it's bad. There's just other stuff that I like a lot more, like dozens of
Things. I've never been a big cheesecake guy. I don't even see it on the menu.
I love cheesecake.
See, the thing I would always order it back when
Sensational.
whenever I just order everything on the phone. So there would be stuff that they would be desserts that they didn't have listed on the menu at the time. So I just ask them, so what kind of desserts you got? They tell me, and I'm like, oh yeah, I'll take that. No, I'll take that one too.
I've never heard of anybody getting off the menu desserts. Like, can I have your off the menu dessert?
Sometimes they have more or less of what is on the menu.
Big
Back
Mac activities.
That's not listed on the menu.
Yeah, that's called an off the menu item, you dumb mother. I can't believe y'all find him funny.
Hey, that's funny. That is some funny shit.
But the cheesecake is good. Cheesecake is good. There's other. I mean, you can't go wrong with any of them. You get whatever you want, but I'm telling you, it's going to be damn good.
Can I tell y'all my theory on why I think I love cheesecake so much?
Sure.
Hit us with it.
So obviously, my dad had me when in college. So when my mom was pregnant, the senses would make cheesecake, and my mom hated cheesecake, but she used to eat that cheesecake so much, and obviously that was feeding me. So I think that's why I like it.
Ooh,
isn't that a sweet story?
And right around that same time, Cheesecake Factory came to the Galleria.
What you think about that, Ryan? That was a good one.
I've never met anybody that loves themselves as much as you.
Absolutely.
And for you to think, this is a story that people are going to connect with.
Hey, man, you never know.
I connected with
it. You never know.
You're a fat fuck. Of course you connected with
what
it.
he's putting down. I'm all about it.
We should never do a show after midnight again. I just get a really pissed off mood.
I'm 10 years older than you, and you're really like 20 years older.
30 years older than you. Yes. You were born in 72, right? So
Yes.
You'll be 52 this year. I just turned 45, so 7 years. Somebody just said, what was the restaurant in West Memphis you were bragging about, Ryan? Bonanza. Not there anymore. And the bridge is out going to West Memphis. So even if it was there, I couldn't. My Uber driver talked to me for 35 minutes about it yesterday. About this bridge, not about Bonanza. Go ahead and do your party. He doesn't get invited to a lot of parties. He's 22 years of age, and he doesn't
get out much.
He doesn't get a lot. Yeah. Good for him. Good for him. Yeah.
Where's your wing, Starnes?
Bonanza. It's like Western Sizzling. They used to have that around here too. They don't. Man, we grew up. So on Tuesday nights, kids ate free at Bonanza. And when my parents got divorced, we did a lot of Tuesday night kids eat free.
Mm-hmm.
And they had a big salad bar, and I would get lettuce and cheese and croutons and pickles.
Bacon bits?
And bacon bits.
Yeah.
Well, one night, I just decided to get pickles only. And so I just had like an entire plate of pickles, and I ate every one of those pickles. And I think I threw up for like 24 hours. And I've never done pickles that hard. It was pickles and that pudding. Towns was talking about the pudding earlier.
Mm-hmm.
That is not a great combo. Starnes, have you already been rejected at this party? Are you back?
No, I went to go get something. I don't know what they're doing down there. It's a bunch of nerds. So
those could be the best, though. I mean, those can be a lot of fun. You don't always want to party with Galen and the guys that are going to pick off every girl. You want to have a nerd.
Good one.
You want to have some nerds, and you can be like, well, I can take that guy's. I just don't understand why you would want.
Oh, it would be 24/7 dodgeball. would be.
Motherfuckers sounds so fucking funny, bro.
It would be. It would be the Hunger Games dodgeball version.
Did they drug test in the G League?
They do.
Oh, well, there went that theory.
Oh man.
Go with that.
There used to be
Hey.
bananas everywhere.
Yeah. Did you ever have a Duff smorgasbord?
In Gatlinburg, Tennessee.
Y'all are
Damn.
making stuff up now.
That sounded German, yeah.
Yeah.
That's not real.
It is
There's
German?
a lot of German. Smorgasbord is I think is from a German word. It means
damn.
lots of food, and it's just a buffet.
Yep.
Makes sense.
But we went to Gatlinburg on a church trip, and I'm
in the
pretty
day,
sure that's when I
buffets-
had it.
Back in the day, buffets were everywhere, man.
Town, stand up and show people your body. Let's get the. Let's get.
Okay,
Let's see
that's just
who
rude.
say a
That's just-
buffet.
It's kind of screwed up.
Hey, yo, what the fuck? He said-
Humiliate this man in the public.
He said, hey, show off your
If I
body.
did that, see if I did that, all you would see is my junk, and so that would probably not be a good thing.
Oh my gosh, man. Hey, stand up and show off your body. Oh man. Y'all are funny as shit. That's a nice shirt, Ryan. Oh man. That's a good one, man. That's a good one. Just never heard that like requested in that
Yeah.
manner. Hey, just show off your body.
I don't. Hey, Connor, how much you willing to pay?
Yeah, you're not paying anything.
Oh.
There used to be a Hart's
$9.99.
Chicken buffet off of maybe Gessner and like Westheimer. And they're still around. I saw one just a few months ago. I don't understand how that still makes sense.
There used to
Okay.
be
Nope.
There used,
No.
there used to
We're
be
not.
a special.
No.
Back when I
We're
was,
not doing
when I
these
was-
comments now.
There used to be a special when I was in school that we would go to, like 6 of us on the team, and it was at Grandy's. It was all you can eat steak and chicken night.
There was the Grandy's off of Woodridge.
Where's Woodridge?
Woodridge and
So
45.
what's everyone's thoughts
Gulf
on
Gate
the
Mall.
Longwood's head coach?
Yeah, that's the one we went to.
Yeah, I mean, has
Yeah.
this turned into a buffet discussion? Fuck.
So
Yeah,
you
it
know,
was.
the
It was
Lance's head
fantastic.
coach had an interesting story. He lived in Houston.
Do I?
Linda's a big fan of Grandy's. Houston had 40 points in the paint. Longwood had 46 points. Does it help it get back on track, Starnes?
Yes.
Are we better now? Okay. That's your stat by Starnes right there. Didn't
Oh
even
my
come
God.
from him. Oh, okay. Get your t-shirt. Yeah. Okay.
Oh man.
We're just going on about Hart's Chicken Buffet. I didn't realize that had such a
Impact, huh?
yeah.
Shit.
This is actually a good point. When you win by 40, the Longwood jokes, and it's time for buffet discussion. I just wasn't a fan.
I was, obviously.
Yeah. I can't believe and the people that are like still coming to the show. It's not like they've all left. It's
But-
getting bigger and
because
bigger.
They hear
Why?
the siren first for Star Pizza, and then they get even drawn into the giant vortex of buffets, and then everybody's happy.
You know what
I'm
seals the
not.
deal, Ryan? You know what seals the deal, Ryan, for more viewers? The new merch that just dropped.
It's pretty good.
yeah,
Let's see
yeah,
how many
yeah.
we've sold.
Ha!
Wow, 3,500. Boy, people love your shirt.
Not getting any of that money, Galen.
You
Nope.
sicken me.
Yeah, maybe not 3,500, but close enough. People are buying it. I want to see. I want to see people wearing it. There won't be any
Yeah, that'd be
basketball games.
crazy. That'll be
Uh,
crazy.
if I see you at a U of H event over the next year and you're wearing this shirt, I'm buying you a drink, a beer, whatever.
Box
That's
of
what's
wine.
happening. That's a Galen special. I mean, that seems like exactly what I should be doing.
What do you say? I didn't hear.
I don't know. Who knows? Box of wine. No NIL for the Godfather.
Damn.
You know, if you'd have come up with a
Box of
fancy
wine.
saying like "for the city," maybe you could have gotten some NIL money.
Facts. Maybe so, man.
Maybe so. I see that everywhere on so many different random ass things, and it just makes me laugh every time. It's like, yeah, Galen came up with that. Oh, didn't get anything out of it.
No benefits have been reaped.
Nope.
Stealing your shit, man.
Except acknowledgement. You know, I appreciate the acknowledgement, man.
Yeah. Well, that's what you'll have to appreciate because you ain't getting anything. That Finnegan's building is still there. It's been closed 20 years.
Wow.
It's still just sitting there. This has been basically my entire life. It's just a bad car crash.
Yeah.
I don't know if y'all heard about it, but somebody was shot outside the arena today.
Damn.
It kind of went away. They just, I guess
Brushed
it
it
just
under the
wasn't a
rug.
bad enough shot. But yeah, that's exactly what Memphis did not want happening. But apparently it wasn't a big deal. It just went away. Towns, don't let them tease you. Let them know I'm also smart and kind, and I've got a behind that won't quit.
Okay.
That's the quietest 5 seconds we've ever had since we started doing this.
I think we're trying to just process the comment. Like,
It's hard. It's difficult. Wait, sorry, Longwood.
it's challenging.
Yeah.
Longwood.
I'm going to say this is going to be it. We're just going to shut this down, do our final thoughts, and then I can walk through downtown Memphis and see how it goes. Towns, what are your final thoughts on today and looking ahead?
Good bounce back win. Energy was through the roof. Just keep doing what you're doing. You know, this is what we prepare for. So I just want
Can you give us more cliches, please?
No.
No, okay.
I mean, yes. That's all you're gonna get.
You sound like you've been Samsonized. Like you were just going to give the
Politically correct answer.
Well, I mean, because it's true. That's
okay.
you know.
Just one game at a time.
No.
Just playing this next 4 minutes. Yeah.
No.
Just get to your next one, son. Just get to your next one. You're 40 minutes away from being 40 minutes away. Just get to your next one. That was always his message. But I just think when you got a mature group of guys, like I've been saying this all year, you're always going to respond to adversity well because our guys, they value what's important. Obviously, we know we got a tremendous matchup coming up, and it's going to take everybody, one through the managers. So I'm just looking forward to seeing how things go, man. I'm excited.
Shout out the managers.
Shout out to managers.
Facts.
We like the managers.
Facts.
Yeah, I think it's just a really good tone setter for the tournament. High energy, you can just tell really from the tip off. And you got Ramon back, which is a huge deal. And then you in that second half you were able to get Emmanuel back on track. You got really good minutes from Damian Dunn, Malik Wilson, and so you're just and said you're really on really started off on the right foot.
In our scouting report, Jamie had Michael Christmas as their head of the snake. He was 0 of 4 to start for the first 30 minutes of the game, 32 minutes of the game. He ended up 2 of 7 with 3 turnovers. He had more turnovers than field goals. That can't be your best player. U of H locked him down. The Cougars looked like they were kind of shot out of a cannon, like just, psh, and then had a little bit of a letdown, which happens, and then right again. They're embarrassed by what happened Saturday, and they should be. It did not meet the standard, and they responded. Now, can they do that again? If you can get through these next 40 minutes and get to next weekend in Dallas, you're going to have a big crowd there. Kentucky drops out. That was going to take up a huge chunk of the tickets. Texas Tech dropped out. That was going to take up a huge chunk of the tickets. Dallas is their place. So a lot more tickets available for U of H fans to scoop up, but you got to win that game Sunday. And I don't know if the times have come out. Maybe you can check Starnes. But it's right in front of you, In October, I had a long conversation with Kelvin, and he said to me, I've always wanted to get to Monday night. And it was so shocking to me at the time because he just doesn't talk like that. He doesn't talk about wanting to get to a destination. He talks about the journey nonstop. And he talked about the destination, get to Monday night, get to the national title game. And did it before this team ever played a game together. And, he's 4 wins from getting to Monday night. But I don't know if it's going to be the hardest one, but you've got a difficult one Sunday. The line was 10 to start. I bet it ends up closer to 7. But what do I know? I said New Mexico was going to kill Clemson. Win some, lose some. It happens. I did say the Mountain West was going to suck, and that lived up. But that's been happening for about 5 years.
Sunday's game is at 7:40.
Okay. Are we sure that's Central?
Central, yeah.
Okay. I think my flight Monday morning is like 4 a.m. So, okay. I just would like an early game. You give the team the most time off, obviously, between games, and that's good. But A&M is going to get more. That buzz is kind of weird. Galen.
I think so too. I think he is, but he gets his guys to play hard, man. So
Yeah.
I respect it.
This was A&M's first tournament win in 6 years.
But the last time was when they no, that was before then. Never mind.
Is the year before he got there.
When they came back and beat Northern Iowa, and they scored like 20 points in like 30 seconds. But Daniel House on team, Alex Caruso, so that was probably
that's before.
Before that had to be.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
So
Damn.
Buzz had a stack about like this of like 8x11 like paper, and he had all these plays drawn up on him, and he had them just sitting next to him when he was standing. And I've never seen a coach do that. Like have all the plays drawn out for him to look at like that. I don't know. I just thought that was kind of weird.
You try to take one?
I was second row. I had some NCAA people in front of me.
Nah, he didn't try hard enough.
Well, that's true.
Can't win with guys like Ryan.
I was staring down.
He's not willing to do whatever it takes.
Here's the thing.
I bet Towns would have went and got it.
Yeah. Well, I don't think
I would have thrown him at it. Reeling back in with his shoestrings.
I was so focused on intimidating John Rothstein that I didn't have time to go over there and
got to focus on what's important, son.
I don't think
water your roots.
I don't think me getting plays would help this team much more than what they can do.
Yeah, I mean, most of their playbook is chuck it and go into the glass.
Well, he kept running that play score over and over and over again today.
It's a pretty good
and
play.
That one worked. He kept going back to it.
Well, that was what he did in the first game. He just told Wade Taylor to do whatever he wanted.
Well, U of H made the mistake of trying to shut down the offense way too early in that game. You got up 16 or 18 or whatever it was, and they let the foot off the gas. And I bet that does not happen Sunday. So, yeah. So I guess that's going to be about it. We only did an hour 25. Apologize for that. Y'all gotten used to the 2 hour, 15-minute shows, the shows that are longer than the game.
Well, I mean, the sun's about to come up, so I mean, at some point, we got.
I'm pretty much up for Saturday, so I'm ready to go. I thought this was a kind of a day here in Memphis. All 4 games are kind of blowouts. It just didn't have anything. I thought the whole tournament really to this point has been that way. I mean, besides Oakland and Kentucky and then a couple of little random games, there hasn't been that much. I didn't get to watch Yale, so I just.
That was a good one.
And then Florida coming back on Colorado had to have been fun because they were down like 12 or 15 with 2 minutes to play. But I mean, there just hadn't been that
never out of
many.
it, man. You're never out of it. Never out of it. Whew.
Yeah. I think Longwood was out of it at 4-0, 5-0.
Yeah.
Hit a 3.
But that
the
Yale,
best thing,
Auburn, crazy.
The best thing about Florida coming back in that game was it probably made them hurt even worse when they lost. So anything that can
that's what I've always said. If we're gonna go out, blow us the fuck out. I don't even want to have an optimism that we have a chance to just make it clear from the start. I feel like those are the biggest heartbreakers. Like the big and it's crazy how obviously this time of the year all the March Madness shit gets replayed. So a couple of my teammates, they had seen when we had played Michigan and Jordan Poole hit that shot. They was like, "Gee, I just seen it," and I was like, "Okay, shut the fuck up. I know what happened, brother. I was there. Have you ever been to the tournament? No, shut the fuck up. Then get off my face."
You don't ever see the annual highlights of people getting blown out.
Yeah.
But you get daggered. You're on TV forever.
You're on TV. They just get a kick out of capturing your raw emotion in just defeat. In just abrupt, it's just they get a kick out of that, man. It's like, bro, y'all get a life. And they always show that distressed fan who's stressing when the game is close. They love showing that.
We should do a one shining moment for 40-point blowouts. Just only focus on that. But that's a good point. I forgot that you had given up that Jordan Poole shot, Galen.
I almost left
that was one of the biggest gut. I mean, obviously,
it is like watching it. It's like watching it. It's like, Rob, why would you he should have never really bid on that. Pause. But
it's okay, Galen.
And then the dude, when he caught the ball, he traveled for real. But I mean, it's
when we go to Star Pizza, it's okay. You can stab him in the throat. Have a fork sticking out of his neck.
I mean, it's still nowhere close to the worst that's ever happened to U of H at the buzzer. I mean, nothing will ever compete with 83. You just
true.
But yeah, it wasn't great.
Damn.
Yeah. So I ruined Towns. I just was hateful to Galen. Starnes, you missed the hateful to you. You had gone to the party for a minute.
I heard it.
Circle back and watch that.
I heard it. No, I heard
it. This is true. That ruined Michigan basketball. They made a run 3 years ago. Is it 22? I don't remember. It wasn't Jack
Beeline went to the NBA after that year, right?
I think it was.
And that was a disaster.
Yeah.
I thought it was positive when Juwan slapped somebody.
Boy,
respected Juwan for that.
I don't know that they make 30 for 30s anymore, but that would be fascinating just to see all the crazy shit that went on in that program under him. Because it sounds like there were problems everywhere.
That could be the
So-
follow up to their Fab Five 30 that they did a bunch
Yeah.
of years ago.
That's right.
I tell you what, I played against Jimmy King in high school,
Oh,
and I
God.
was surprised he went to Michigan. But I heard all the stories about all that stuff back then. I'd never seen a dude that good until Galen.
Good one. Good one, Down.
I'm going to
Ryan,
walk through
I hate your
downtown.
face.
I'm going to walk through downtown with this shirt on. No one is going to fuck with me all night. I might just wear it the whole rest of the weekend. Actually, I have 2 Houston versus everybody shirts packed in my bag. I have the what do you call them? Performance?
Yeah.
The shirt you just did. I have the blue one and I have a black one in my bag.
What a guy.
I know. And then I have you in sunglasses. Your future was so bright, I believe you said. But yeah. Did we get a final on every game is final by now, right? Yeah. Grand Canyon
Grand
beat
Canyon
St.
won.
Mary's. Okay. And then TCU got beat by a lot.
Yeah.
I still didn't see the score on that. Oh, Western Kentucky. Yeah, 16. That's okay.
Well, thank
I'm
everybody for coming and hanging out. We appreciate it.
Facts. We
It's always
appreciate
been
the
always a good
gangers.
time, entertaining. So
Stetson scored 19 in the first half.
Yeah, they got beat by
That-
like 90.
Northwestern scored 19 in the first half, and Longwood scored 16. Northwestern scored 19 in the first. Oh, it was 2019 at the half. Good Lord. I didn't even see that. Northwestern scored 19 in the first half and 19 in the overtime. That's wild.
Damn.
I'm sure most of the overtime was at the line, but yeah. All right, that's going to be it for us. We'll be back Sunday after the A&M game, late as hell. That's probably going to be all on you, Starnes. I'm going to just coast through that one. So thank you all so much. This was a good show. Always fun. A little bit off the rails there for a bit, but we rallied.
no, that's
We
where
brought
we
it back
live.
to basketball.
I live off the rail.
Yeah. Well, yeah. All right. Thank you all so much. GoCoogs.com. The Daily Cougar. Starts did a great piece on football for us yesterday. It was yesterday, right? I feel like I've been gone for like 4 days.
Yeah, yesterday. Well, I guess 2 days
I
ago
was
now, but
flying out Thursday. I asked Starnes to cover for us, and he was like, I'm going to do the thing on Oscar Giles. Fantastic. Really good stuff. Check it out on GoCoogs. Starnes did some good stuff on the Daily Cougar. Galen's in a G League, but I don't know. That's here. It's something. And Brad's fat. Thank y'all so much. Appreciate it. Good night or good morning.